I don't plan on riding that bitch again until after the new year.
SCU. You are now listening to Shoutouts Uncut. Prepare to be shattered with your hosts, Matt Baldwin, Skullface, Greg for Mercy, Oscar NJ Boy, T2RX6, Mega A1. Welcome to Shattered Cast.
Whatever. All right, are we ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Ready?
In 3. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 44. We're 44. We're a middle-aged man, and shit hasn't quite turned out the way we thought it would, but we still think it's funny when a girl the same age as us thinks that they can hit on us at a bar because we're not fucking with anything over the age of 22. With that being said, we have a special guest tonight. Unfortunately, we just can't get our shit together ever since TFCon. And Oscar couldn't make it again this evening. He's got a lot going on. We're thinking about him. And Matt couldn't make it either due to work conflict. So it's just not our month so far. Must be the harvest. Must have something to do with the harvest. That's all I got. But we do have an old friend, a dear friend, a friend who we have missed, who is speaking to us from a foreign land where they probably have strange practices that I will never understand. Where they all probably think it's fucking natural to retire at the age of 42. Holson.
Hello, everybody. All the way from the land of meatballs and cars with no sex appeal.
Holson is a funny dude. He is part of Good Morning Cybertron, which is another show and a show that we have history with. So because we were just short, we figured we'd have Holson on because we love Holson.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. What time is it over there, Holson?
It's 1:10 at night.
So that's the kind. And do you have to work tomorrow?
No.
Okay. Well, still, that's pretty fucking dedicated. So we thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It means a lot that you would come in the middle of the night. It's gonna fuck your whole night up. You're not gonna get to bed till like 3. Also, we have our usual suspects here. We have Mr. Antoine Mega 81.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
We have a YouTube reviewer that I can't wait to get in on this idea that I have. Can't wait. Mr. T2RX6.
I don't want to be in on the idea of working from.
You have no idea how much you do. No idea. And then our close to as Midwest as we will ever get on this show, my brother from another mother, Mr. Greg for Mercy, or as the church calls him by his Christian name, Gregory for Mercy.
Oh, hi. I
Mr.
don't have anything. Sorry.
And then myself, you know me as Uncle Skullface. I know you may have missed me last week. Quick shameless plug. If you need a little extra Skullface fix, one of my dearest friends growing up does a 40K podcast called Beers and Bolters. It's about 40K, but I totally fucking crashed the entire party and just pretty much had fun and had a good time. And it was nice to be a part of a show without any fucking responsibility and just I could have no fear of whether or not I was going to fuck it up because it has no long lasting consequence for me. But it's a decent show and you should check it out. That being said, we still have our shirts, hoodies, bumper stickers, and our magnet. I think we should come up with a new name, like Grand Knit or something, like a
Refrigerator Space Dealer.
Yeah, for our magnets. We can get those to you. Shirts are $25 shipped, and hoodies are $50 shipped. They come with the Rock 25 logo, and then the Shattercast written on there. And that's domestically in the States, Holson. So I'm sorry. Internationally, we got to work some shipping in there.
Yeah.
But that being said, What I want to know is, did anybody get anything this week? Let's start with our guest, Holson. I heard you got a hell of a haul.
Oh yeah, lots of Generation 1 stuff and quite a few European exclusives. So
Nice job on the Generation
yeah.
stuff, Mac.
Yep. I got that was yeah, and I got Fear Swoop, Stalker, Gripper, Iron Fist, Kalkar, Searchlight, Falcon, and Deluge.
All right. I didn't understand a fucking word you said, but I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
I know what he got.
I'm just fucking with him.
Heard that
I
Iron
missed
Fist,
him. Nice. How did you make out well on it, money wise?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Good deal.
It's kind of a strange market over here. It's often cheaper to get G1 stuff than go into a toy store and buy the new things. So
right.
Yeah.
T2RX6, did you get anything this week?
I got a severe case of envy on all the stuff Olsen just got.
No kidding. Gregory, for Mercy, did you get anything this week?
You're so polite. I didn't get much. I got a knockoff Masterpiece Rat Bat. I got Unique Choice Troll. I got Quantron, and I got a new job.
So
it was real lightweight.
You got enough to cover like the average monthly apartment bill.
It was just a light week for me, but I'll do better next week. Trust me.
I should hope so. Mega 8-1, did you get anything this week?
Unfortunately, nope.
Mega 8-1 is feeling the struggle.
I know, man. The struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
Every day.
I got a few things this week. I got the Transformers Legacy book. It is nice. It's gorgeous. Like it's not that it is gorgeous. They did a good job with it, but like there's just a lot of love in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's really the best way to describe it. The only thing I wish was different was I wish that there was like more descriptions on like especially like some of the ones that were harder to get. I wish they would have put like a little blurb with it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, like that would have put it over the top for me.
Yeah.
I got the Windblade Trade Volume 1, which I was kind of like, you know, not. I gotta say, it's not my favorite thing to come out of IDW. It's just getting started, so you know, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm going to continue to support it just because I want IDW to continue to win. But this wasn't my favorite IDW book. I gotta be honest. Let's see what else I got. I got Haiku, KFC's Haiku, and I got Before and After Six Sigma.
Nice.
Yeah, and I got just a side note, I got the Target Marvel Legends exclusive set, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I had a pretty good run. And Hydrant's coming, but I got 24 hours overtime coming my way here very shortly, so I should be back okay. I was in fear. I'll be honest with you. I was Greg had like kind of calmed me down recently. We were talking about like all the shit that's coming out, and he was like, "Man, after this, it's basically done for the year." And I was like, "No, not really." And then he was like, "Yeah, it is." And then he said, "What else is coming?" And I could only name a couple things. I was like, "Fuck, maybe he's right. Maybe we have been through the darkest hour." But then like shit started. Like all of a sudden, this fucking blaster's gonna come out like out of nowhere. Like I had like 6 months on that.
That's coming soon too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Megatron.
That blaster, well, just coming out. We got that blaster. We got Masterpiece Ultra Magnus. We got Utopia that
Hydrant.
we're all in on now. Is there a date on that, or is it still like fourth quarter, December 57?
Hydrant's out on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yep.
Oh,
I have it through TF Source.
Lordy.
What else? Soar.
doing that.
You say Soar?
Soar? No, it's Soar.
You got the Whirlwind from Robotron coming out.
Yeah, that one I still think is a few weeks out at the very least.
Mm. It's kind of late though.
Their Wars here. The first wave supposed to hit in December.
Yeah.
Dot.
But it's just like
Masterpiece Bumblebee.
Masterpiece
He
Bumblebee is
is
going to be
another
here in no time.
dot.
Let me conjure up my inner Matt, and you know, I mean, like, we got I think both Fans Toys things are coming out before the end of the year, according to pre-orders.
Well,
yep, because Sever, which we've only seen the CAD pictures of, fourth quarter 2014. We only got
that Bumblebee. I mean, that fucking Magnus is not hitting in November like they said it would. Like,
no, it's not happening.
There's no way. But the fucking Bumblebee probably will.
Yes.
Because like pictures of that bitch are popping up all over the place now.
Yeah, he's gonna. I wouldn't be surprised to see shipping notices from foreign places really soon.
Yep. You know the fucking Fans Project Slag is coming.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because same thing. The Columbia,
exactly
like a month after his con release. So
if that.
Yeah.
If that.
You know, he's done. I'm sure they had him ready for the con if they really wanted to, but you know.
Yeah.
It's not how they operate. So
I was telling Justin today. I was like, oh, go ahead.
I was just I got to make that money. That's all.
Well, that's what I was telling. I was like, good thing I got this overtime coming because my wallet and I were about to like just not be on speaking terms at all. Like he was going to pack up all of its business cards and just walk his ass right out the door.
Well, you know, love no mo.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so I'm sitting okay, which is a good thing. That being said, let's get into some third-party news. Kind of a light news week. We got a few discussion topics involving eggnog and so forth. So, TFC's First Aid, aka Red Cross, has a color test shot available.
I like it.
I like it too.
It's nice, yeah.
I really like it. Yeah. First Aid was always my favorite Protectobot, and thus far, he's looking like he's going to be my favorite one of the TFC Protectobots. I mean, this is the first time, like, looking at it, he's got, like, enough things on him to make me believe he is what he's supposed to be, you know? Like,
Yep.
I mean, that's my biggest complaint with Groove is that he just has nothing. And, so this is good. I like this, so...
I'm not a big fan of ambulances in general, but this one is pretty cool. I do like the fact that he's like a little on the like the chunky side. I don't know why exactly. I don't know if it's nostalgia or I'm not sure why, but I do like. I'm like, oh look, he's a little on the bigger side. I kind of dig that.
Yeah, like I can't wait. I am more excited for this guy than Hydrant right now, and he's in my pile of loot. You know, so I don't know. Just really want this guy. So,
yeah.
Good.
Now, let's see. Are there any, just looking at it, are there any paint apps that you're not expecting to be there in the final run?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but like if you look at the prototype Groove, like he had a bunch more red plastic on him at least that, you know, was turned white later, so... You know, you can't guarantee that any of this is actually going to be there. I hope what we see is what we're going to get. But,
I'm telling you that fucking, like, the Caduceus symbol or whatever, like the snake on the stick and the cross, like the medical cross, that shit's not going to be on there.
Yeah. Well, I hope it is. I mean,
I hope it is too, but I that would blow my mind.
It's a simple enough tempo, and they've shown us they can do the PDNY with the little crappy shield, right? I mean...
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to reference Gumball because I don't remember what he looks like without the Repro-Labels. Oh no, he didn't even have a badge. He just had that NY.
Yeah.
PDNY. So.
I think ambulance might be on there. I think they might pull that off.
Watch them miss a letter when the real one comes out.
It'll just say Ambo.
Ambo.
Yeah, it's gonna happen now.
Oh, we are substituted for just a 911.
I got to say,
I'm just trying to give the listeners some Oscar because I know they're missing Oscar.
I got to give TSC credit on this one though, that they have really gone like above and beyond, you know, getting all the, you know, like the weapons attached on the back, just like the G1 mode, like, and it's not something I thought I would ever care about either, but I'm glad to see it's there. So.
Dude, the red on the that shit's photoshopped in.
On the side there?
No, not on the side. I think that's legit, but the red on the light bar.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's probably just gonna be clear blue. I think right there.
Oh god. Well, why bullshit us?
Yeah.
Like that's my thing. Like I'm okay with this, and I'm okay. Like I'm with Justin in the sense where yes, I don't want you to rely on another company and rely on an extra $10 of mine to make this thing right. That's not the way I want to go about it. But if you are going to go that route, don't fucking lie to me about it.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like the detail in the rims.
Yeah.
Like the
will the silver paint apps be on the wheels?
No.
It'll be black.
Yeah, I got that black on black.
Let's see. I mean, they've shown that they can do this rim detailing, especially on Groove.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Gumballs was also, or Streetwise, his was also painted, so I guess they'll be there, hopefully.
Yeah, but we saw that prototype. They could fucking do little red highlights on Groove.
Oh yeah,
prototypes only though.
I know it's hand painted, but goddamn, get that motherfucker to hand paint the goddamn fucking the one they're charging you $100 fucking dollars for.
No, it's prototype paint.
Oh,
it won't even work on a regular phone.
Like
it says right there on the container for prototypes only. Please do not use for official release. My prediction is you're going to get the black paint on the windows and on the front.
Uh-oh.
You're going to probably get the silver paint on the windshield wipers, but even that shit is not a guarantee. You're going to get ambulance and you're going to get the wheels. And
yeah, they're taking the picture from Hasbro now.
I think they're showing 2 tones of black on the front bumper. You're not getting that.
No.
You're getting one. And they're showing paint on the windshield wipers. That shit's up for discussion.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Actually, wait a second. Gumballs were painted.
There you go, maybe.
So I guess
I'll back Bobby up here. You're gonna get a box. You're gonna open it up. The black part's gonna be in there. You're gonna get the silver paint. You're gonna get the painted windshield wipers. You're gonna get a sticker that says ambulance, and you're gonna get a couple of headlights, and that's gonna be it. You got to build the rest of the figure yourself. And there's gonna be a note that says "Ungrateful American." You wanted paint, you got the paint.
Yeah. If
XXOO TFC.
If it's so easy, why don't you just do it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough.
I like the way this looks. Well, I didn't know. I didn't go pee.
Oh, okay.
I like the way this actual figure looks. I do too. I got rid of my other ones because I don't like the combined mode, and it's
actually Justin and I spent a lot of time this week talking about the combined mode.
Oh, that's sweet.
And that's sweet. And the more I look at it, the more I'm like not only starting to like it, but really love it. At first the blockiness kind of threw me off, but now I am falling in love with it. And it's not just, like buyer's remorse or anything, because I am planning on getting the Make Toys one as well. But yeah, I dig it.
I hear you.
I still am not a big fan of the combined mode. I'm with you, Greg. I am more into the individual robots actually at this point than the combined mode, but we'll see.
Oh, I misread what you said then. Yeah, I'm with you too. I don't like the individual modes from Make Toys really at all.
Oh, no. Make Toys, I hate the individual mode. So okay. I like the combined mode Make Toys.
I got you.
I prefer the individuals versus combined.
I got you. Yeah, I totally misunderstood that.
Yeah.
And that thing's going to sit in what mode on my shelf?
Oh, yeah. No. You don't have to sell me on it. I get it. That's why I'm getting them. But
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell anybody. I'm just saying, whatever. It's like that Quantron, man. Like, and we'll get to that. Well, I guess we won't get to that later.
Yeah, well, we're going to discuss the third-party combiner dilemma, so we can bring that
up. Oh, yeah, I can bring it up. Yeah, I mean, I got some fucking bones with that thing, but still.
Yeah, but I like this. I mean, I'm sure Repros will fix it. I do think in bot mode I could use a little bit more love in the paint department on the chest. Like it does feel like a whole lot of red. Um, but it's not off-putting enough for me not to be in love with it. I do love it. So yeah. All right. Next up is the Titanium Saints G1 Alpha Trion. This seems fucking stupid to me.
Yeah, we saw it before, but I guess now it's coming out.
Did we know he transformed? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I don't think we knew that.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess it's up for discussion if he still does transform. They have a very G1 box that shows a some kind of transformed mode on the side, right? Oh no, they actually show the pictures. I'm sorry, I didn't scroll down far enough. That's the worst mode ever. They're like, what is it? It's a flying triangle.
Like
a flying
Cybertron.
Yeah.
Cybertronian crucifix.
It does look like a Cybertronian crucifix. The power of Primus compels you.
Yeah.
There you go.
What is going to be? See, now here's my question, and I don't know much about titanium transformers, but I do know that sometimes individuals from the Far East have smaller hands. So I'm trying to get an idea of the size of this fella.
Oh, is he supposed to be titanium scale?
I don't know. It said titanium.
Because that is a fucking failed ass piece of shit line to be trying to fucking homage in a fucking $100
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I retract my statement because I misread.
He's 6 inches tall.
Yeah, he's 6 inches tall.
He's 15 centimeters, so he's 5.9 inches, which means he fits nothing. No, really. I mean, seriously, he fits nothing. Like, hang on a second. Now I really need to know this. Hold on. I am muting my mic and going to find a tape measure. I'll be right back.
Really?
Yes.
So,
really.
Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Right. I mean, I would love to have like an Alpha Trion. And I think that this is a good looking sculpt.
Yeah, that's pretty good looking.
But it is a silly size if Justin's even close to accurate.
And he is. Yeah, the thing's only supposed to be like not 6 inches.
And you know what's smart? You know what's smart about this? Shout out to Aaron. This dude Aaron. He's a listener. But he actually lives locally to me, and we actually got up together recently, and we were talking about the third party and paint and so forth.
Wow.
Right, and it was hot. And then later on, we're talking about swapping. But he said that he needs my wife to be a power top because he's kind of on the lazier side when it comes to intimacy. So we're still trying to work out the finer details and so forth.
Way too far into that one, like you've been thinking about it.
But anyway, we were talking about how paint apps amongst third party, and he said that like one of the things that he likes about Fans Project is how they may not have a whole lot of paint apps, but they use so many different colors of plastic that it doesn't feel like you need it. And that's kind of how I feel about this. Like between like the grays and the whites and the purples and the reds and the blacks, I don't know if there's a speck of paint on this thing, but it doesn't scream to me I need paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, so I'm back, and he is.
I was just about out of shit to say about this thing.
he is as tall as your Classics Sunstreaker.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. I like a Alpha Trion that has to look up to Optimus Prime.
Absolutely.
So that means he's about as tall as that hybrid Optimus.
Which Optimus?
The hybrid Optimus.
No. Hybrid Optimus is way smaller than that. So.
Oh wow, never mind.
He's gonna sit like an inch taller than your Classics Bumblebee, I guess.
Oh wow.
He's gonna be small. He's not for anything.
Well, for the sake.
Could
For
he
the sake
be?
of argument, was Alpha Trion wasn't that big in the old cartoon?
Could it be in scale with most of the fembots, like Chromia and RC? And
that's a good. I don't know.
He was a frail. Yeah, he was a frail old man. Deal.
A dirty old man that built a bunch of fembots to surround her.
Hugh Hefner. Who knows?
Yeah.
Dude,
That's awesome.
just
That's
because.
awesome. I don't know. I mean, if anybody is getting this that's listening, do us a favor. And this, I'm not trying to be smart, but tell us why. And I really mean it. Like because I think we're trying to figure out why anybody would want, like, we know why you would want an Alpha Trion. We get that. We don't need any explanation there. But why you would want this particular one? Yeah. Please.
And pre-ordered.
All right.
I'm trying to see
I
if I
don't
can
know
find
any better.
I'm trying to see if I can find any stills from G1 with Alpha Trion in it next to anyone of noteworthy size. I don't know. It's too hard to find animation cells on Google. I give up.
Yeah, he I don't know. It seems like, as a company, like, my thing is, like, as a company, like, I wish I could have been a bug on the wall. Do you know what I mean? To be like, all right, like, it's like these guys in the brainstorm room, and like this, like, quiet as shit. They've all got their heads down. They're like scribbling notes, and this one guy's just like, I got it. 5.5-inch Alpha Trion, and they're just like clapping, getting right to work on the CAD design. Like, what fucking world is that where that happens?
Impossible toy world.
Awesome. All right. So, Dr. Wu, is already jumping the gun on the Masterpiece Bumblebee, and offering some good head.
Questionable on that statement.
As it were.
Her.
And I gotta be honest, I don't know if this is much of an improvement to me.
I don't think so either, but the only thing I can say is hopefully it's just a quick, like a 3D print that's still being refined, because I don't know. I think the mouth needs more definition.
Yeah.
Personally. It looks just like someone scratched his paint or something, and And yeah. I'm really disappointed that they haven't shown me a copy of the Amazon exclusive head that I kind of wish I could have without spending the Amazon price for it.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's not there, but hopefully that's coming.
That's just the battle mask, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I can see the reason behind wanting to get this head. Like, I don't think that the Masterpiece Bumblebee's faces turned out all that good from, what I saw recently. But
I don't necessarily
this doesn't look
either.
much better.
Exactly, though. That's what I think. Like, this doesn't look like, to me, like this. Sometimes when people do stuff like this, you're like, okay, cool, somebody's got my back. You know what I mean? This one doesn't have that feeling at all to me.
The thing I can give him about this head is that, comparing it to the official pictures of Masterpiece Bumblebee, this Bumblebee hasn't eaten quite as much. He has a little skinnier looking face.
Right.
But that mouth needs way more definition to really sell me on needing this over just the stock one. Because, I mean, easily this is going to be, what, like $10-15 probably?
Yeah.
So I can't see it being any cheaper than that. And, for something like that, it needs to be a notable improvement to me. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I'll say one thing for Dr. Wu. Like, I bought a few of his things, and like, I've never bought anything of his just because it's like I have to have it. Like, I got to buy everything Dr. Wu. I mean, like, I only bought something because like I saw it, and I'm a big fan of Dr. Wu because he's the one that puts out the stuff that's like, man, that's a good idea. I didn't buy the Metroplex eyeball or any of that shit, but I bought the sword.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I bought the the Hercules face. Loved it. Bought the guns for Springer. Love them. So it's like, I've never bought anything of his that I didn't like. I mean, if you're inclined to buy it, you're going to like it. It's
Yeah.
going to be good quality, and you know what you're getting ahead of time. So anybody that sits there and says like "fuck Dr. Wu" and I hope his business fails and whatever else, like that's just bullshit. It's like if you know what you're getting, like don't fucking. That's what he's there for.
Every time I hear someone say something like that, I'm like, well then, like you never picked up like the partner set for MP10, you know, like
Exactly.
that's a damn good set, and it's the best masterpiece representation of Spike and Sparkplug we have. You know, like blows what came out, blows the Spike that came with MP10 out of the water. You know, not even close.
Exactly. And it blows that Sparkplug that Hasbro put out of the water too.
Yeah, exactly. So, no, I mean, and the thing is like I feel like these are rough, and I assume the final product is actually going to be better than what we're seeing here. So, you know, if it is $10-15, I'm probably in on it just because I really don't like the head. But right now, I'm not convinced that it's an upgrade. And you know,
oh yeah,
if you are on the fence about it, you know, I totally advocate wait for somebody else, you know, who is gonna get it, maybe, you know, to kind of point it out and see if it really is better than what's photographing right now. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with doing that too. Make sure you're getting the most out of your money. So.
You got any opinions on this, Holson?
Well, I'm not a masterpiece collector, so I don't have much to say about this.
Hang up.
Honestly.
Well,
good night, folks.
Here's my question. Like, I was looking at the Bumblebee recently, and I was talking to somebody about it. I think it was Andrew. It doesn't look like that Bumblebee is going to have a swivel on his wrist.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't think so. Nope. It looks like it's pegged in on a just a rotational joint type thing.
Well, then that's not a masterpiece now, is it?
Well, I'm trying to stay optimistic about this thing, but I got to be honest with you, they're not making it easy.
I still feel good about Bumblebee. I feel less good about Ultra Magnus still, but you know.
Yeah, he looks great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the swivel on the wrist, I would be more upset about it if Bumblebee was someone who like wielded like some kind of bladed weapon, like to reference something else. I had just recently opened the Fans Project Columpio. You know, had it for months now, just opened it. And my biggest disappointment with him is he has no wrist swivel, and he's got a sword. Like, gun, don't really care. You know, like, I can get what I need out of shoulders and everything else to make the gun work. But for a sword-type weapon, it's a huge detriment. So in this case with Bumblebee, you know, like, it would be nice if it was there, but I don't think it's a deal-breaker. So.
Interesting. I just find it like, you know, like if you would have told me, like, look, there's going to be this MP Bumblebee, and it's not going to have any sort of real wrist, you know, articulation. Just, I don't know. It's just like that one hurt. This Bumblebee one, I'll be honest with you, I'm in the opposite boat, Justin. Like I'm more worried about this Bumblebee than I am the Ultra Magnus, because like for me, like seeing those comparison pics with the fucking Toy World one, I'm like, did I fuck up?
Really? You feel that way with Bumblebee, but not Ultra Magnus? Like,
yeah, I don't feel that way with Ultra Magnus.
Honestly, I mean, the KFC one made me question a lot if I messed up with a Masterpiece Ultra Magnus pre-order.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
Why I have that KFC Magnus, because, you know, I don't know. I mean, we'll see ultimately, but I don't know. I do notice that one of these pictures of Bumblebee with Dr. Wu's picture, he's got incredibly hollow forearms there. Oh. So, yeah, definitely no articulation on that wrist.
Maybe Dr. Wu could make new arms as well.
You know what? I am thinking Dr. Wu actually works for one of the Chinese Hasbro factories.
The one that just let Ratbat out of the fucking cage.
Yeah, well, yeah. But I mean, like, how does he have Masterpiece Bumblebee to make something for already?
Well, this guy's got it. Like, the pictures are popping up with people having it over there.
Yeah, so stolen from the factory. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Doctor of Crime.
And here come the hate mail.
All right. So that's enough of that. Fucking what's next? KFC Cykill. This thing, to me, and I can see how somebody would say, well, it looks more accurate. I have absolutely zero interest in this.
Oh yeah.
Go
Why
for it,
is that?
Antoine. Please go. Please.
What?
Go for it.
Go for it.
What do you got?
No, saying why not? Why not?
I think it looks more like the original Cykill.
Yeah.
And I think the original Cykill looks like a piece of shit. And that's pretty much how I feel about it.
Oh,
My opinion on it, being a huge GoBot fan, like I can see it's more Cykill like, but I do like the update to the robot that Unique Toys gave. The only downside I think is the legs, and I can look past that. And I think the only thing that looks remarkably better to make a more quote unquote accurate Cykill is the motorcycle mode. But then, hopefully they would take off the little spikes and stuff, because I think that just kind of kills it. It doesn't, he doesn't need any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not into it. So what can you do?
Yeah. What can you do, man? What can you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, Greg.
I was into the Junkions. I really was. Like, I was into the KFC Junkions. Like, I thought it was a nice alternative until I saw the Cykill. And then I was like, you know what? This is some fucking fuck shit. Like, it's okay to be like, yeah, we're going to put out another set of Junkions. Like, give you some options, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We're going to have Sanford and Son and fucking Wallace and fucking Jerry and whatever. And then, like, fucking... Then they just fucking completely straight up rip off what DX9 did, and it's tacky as fuck.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, I feel like this only came out because DX9 made one first. Like it wasn't even a blip on the radar until someone else did it, and it was pretty well received. So.
Well, what's funny is DX9, and I mean I'm holding out for this blaster because this blaster is looking promising.
I know.
I watched a review of it this week, and I was like, "That looks good," but you've tricked me before.
Exactly, and I feel like I'm worried because I handled it at TFCon. I handled the quote unquote final, and like it felt good, but like I'm worried that like part of that is me wanting it to be good.
Right.
It looks good. It smells good. The box looks all right.
Tasted
fine.
What I mean?
Tasted fine. I might get sick 24 hours later. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so did that fucking bad chicken I ate.
Right.
It's like, actually, about KFC. Yeah, it's perfect fucking analogy there. That bad chicken, like KFC.
As Matt would say, fuck KFC.
Yeah, he does. He does like this.
Meanwhile, I would say Sancho Barca, as he's anyway.
Yep. Sancho is fucking awesome.
Fucking haiku.
Haiku's awesome.
Do you like your poem, by the way?
Yeah, I did. I loved it. I loved it. I told you I wept. Yeah. Greg left me a haiku of his own on my as a comment on YouTube, which was pretty awesome.
Hey, some drums. Let me get some drums real quick. Give me some drums. Somebody give me some hand drums. KFC. Bobby took a new lover. Hail Hasbro, man. There you go.
And then you need somebody in the background like saying, could I get one large mocha latte, please? What else? Yeah, this I don't know, man. This thing looks ugly as fuck to me. But like the thing with like if I was KFC, I think they're scrambling a little bit because Unique Toys was able to do what they weren't, which is improve. Yeah, now, KFC did make those sharks, and those sharks are good. I stand by those sharks, but like to me, I think that's the exception to the rule.
KFC made sharks? I thought that was someone else, wasn't it?
The KFC that made the haiku.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. My brain went to the Sharkticon thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I
was
thought you were going in a different direction. I was like, yeah, I thought that was KTC that made those sharks. Hey, man.
That's exactly where I was going. Thank you, Greg.
But yeah, it's just they should be angry, but the truth is they shouldn't be angry at Unique Toys. They should be angry at themselves.
Yeah. Well, like I said, and I firmly stand behind the whatchamacallit, the Citizen Stack. Like, it is a damn good toy, but not everything they've put out has been, consistently improving. So it's hard to give them, credit for things when, one thing's good and then one next thing you hear about is not so good. And especially on this smaller scale, like the Cyclonus, like I've heard nothing but bad things about that.
Yeah,
they
likewise.
Released,
Likewise.
And the Mugen tribe or whatever the fuck.
Well, that was just a mistake.
8-minute fucking infomercial we watched at TFCon was about.
Yeah, that was horrible. So,
but I'm sitting here, I have Troll in my hand right now. Like, I just picked it up. We were talking about KFC and improving and whatever. If this came in a box that said fucking oh god damn it, reformatted on it, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it was MMC.
Huh. It felt more like Warbitron to me.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
But yeah, no, I got you.
And get to that.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, but the same thing. Like, I had this in Slice Strike in my hand earlier, and it's like, yeah, they feel the same. This one didn't have stress marks all over it, but yeah. But seriously, if you told me this was fucking, I'd say Warbitron or MMC. I wouldn't question it at all. Actually, I would say Warbitron because the only thing missing on this is a fucking a thigh swivel. And that's something that MMC would have included. But yeah, it's a solid fucking toy. I mean, you told me that this came from that bullshit fucking Predaking? No. Fuck no.
Right.
Fuck no. But then you show me that fucking awesome ass blaster and be like, this came from those tapes. I'd be like, what's the catch? What's the catch? What's the catch? You're gonna rape me? Rape me when I walk outside? What's the catch?
Now, Holson.
Yeah.
I heard that Europe has regulations against shit like that to allow KFC products into the homeland.
I can't really comment.
He's not denying it either. So
if they don't talk about it, they don't talk about it.
Yeah.
They're like we're not letting Red 6 in our fucking soft drinks, and we're not letting KFC tapes into the country.
Yeah, but one good thing I would say about this is that the hands on this version of Psykill is more accurate to the original GoBot. So if you
they got like the circle hands.
Yeah, which admittedly was kind of goofy in the show, but it's accurate. So that's a plus. Yeah.
Well, that's my point.
That's what I want.
I mean, but that's my point. Is that like it looks? I think they did a better job of making a Psykill looking Psykill. If that's what you wanted, I wanted somebody to come along and rethink Psykill because I always thought he looked stupid.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing I think is an improvement for me personally is the legs. Like, just the fact that they're the same color. Everything else I could care less about.
That's true. I can appreciate that. That's true. Yeah, I don't know KFC and your shady way to. And KFC was like willing to come on for an interview too, and here I am like calling business practices shady. Oh boy, there goes the interview. Anyway,
they were. I was going to elaborate on that, but whatever.
Okay, go ahead, go for it.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I actually contacted Mike, and he's like, I'm like, hey man, it's Greg from We Shattered Cast. Hey, I'm the guy that got the Ollie. You sent the replacement leg to the guy, blah blah blah. He's like, yeah. I was like, you'll come out for an interview, right? We just want to talk to you. He's like, yeah, I'll do that, no problem. And then nothing. And I'm like, hey, well, look, we're gonna be at TFCon. I heard you're gonna be there. He's like, yeah. I'm like, can we get together then? He was like, oh, of course. I was like, okay. And then at TFCon, I'm like, hey, where are you? I hear you're here, but nobody's seen you. Nothing. And then afterwards, I was like, hey, man, I got that leg you sent me. You sent me the wrong fucking leg. I told you 3 goddamn times in the fucking email which one it was. I even pointed to it in the fucking picture, and you sent me the wrong fucking replacement part. Nothing. And I was like, hey, look, the guy that fucking sold it to me gave me a refund. Maybe you should get a hold of him. 2 weeks later, I'll be in touch.
Wow.
I'll be in touch with X name. I don't want to say his name. I'll be in touch with so-and-so. And that's it.
Wow.
He was at TFCon. He didn't tell anybody who the fuck he was, though. But, like, people who knew who he was said he was there. So, you know, take it as you will. But he was scoping out the scene and scoping out what people were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like those Hasbro motherfuckers.
I'm on to you, Keith.
Yeah. If that's really your fucking name.
That's really your name.
Kaijan Wong. I don't want to sound too racist.
Yeah,
I don't want to sound racist at all, but you know.
Yeah, it's
Taito
probably
Sosa.
it's like a whole bunch of names, and the acronym of it is Keith.
Yeah. It's like, hi, I'm the designer for this company. My name's Paul. All right, Paul.
Yeah.
Nice Paul.
Yeah. Next up we have Toy World's Muddy, and I can't believe they put the fucking dino feet in the fucking wings. Did anyone else notice that?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Holy shit.
See, they messed up right there. See, everything was going great until they did that. I mean,
Everything hasn't been going great. Come on.
They said,
That's true.
This whole set of combining Dinobots just gets worse and worse with every release. So
Well,
I mean, we're saving the worst for Grimlock, which I was listening to other podcasts and they're like, oh yeah, you know, he's looking pretty good. Looks like a good Grimlock. I'm like, until you slap color on him and start seeing where all the shitty combiner parts are going to be hanging out, making them not look like Grimlock. So, but, you know, to each their own.
Yeah. The thing is, to me, like, I want to take a moment and I want to send some love to Yule, because my man Yule is going in on all the third-party Dinobots.
Yeah.
All of them.
All.
Wow.
And, yeah, that's what I said. And
Money
I
got big time money over there.
I know that this has got to hurt a little bit. Like, I know when you got, like, because you can't buy one, right? You got to get 5. So you're looking at a minimum of $500, and then you're working your way up, right? And I know that this has got to hurt. So I want Yule to know. Yule, I know you're listening. You are in my thoughts. You're in my prayers, and I am thinking of you in your time of need.
I was about to say, he's not married, is he? But never mind.
Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
Didn't he buy all 3 Predakings?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he went in on the.
Else.
I think he went in on the TFC one.
Oh.
I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I think this thing. And you know what's sad? I don't like this, and I think it looks better than the Roar.
Yeah, I see that.
Which one is
the Slag?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, the Snarl.
Oh, no, I agree with that. I mean, the proportions are somewhat better.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing, okay? And this is what I see. He's got the same awkward, you know, chest to shoulder proportions that Roar has, but Roar's are way more obvious because of the big red pieces.
Right. You
know, like with the black, it's a little better hidden.
Exactly.
I don't feel his head looks terribly sludged to me. I don't know. I guess we have to see it with some color, but it just doesn't feel sludged to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't like this. I mean, is it built the same, like, is this the same, like, base body as Roar?
I'm guessing.
I mean, because that's what it kind of looks like in this picture, right? Like, they're both the same with a, like, slightly remolded chest and everything.
Yeah, that's how it looks to me.
Like, I feel like you can pop off those little, like, why does the, whatever type of dinosaur he is have like the little plate, some kind of plate coming off his back. You know, like
Right.
I don't like this.
No.
And
So,
I just looked at the dinosaur mode, and like it doesn't even look like his head is the right head for the neck. Like if you look at that picture, it kind of looks like it's just like we photoshopped on a head, but it's like that in every single picture on all different angles. So
right.
clearly it is the right head, but it doesn't look like it. You know, like
Yeah.
it's not good.
Holston,
Yeah.
are you going to go in on a set of third-party Dinobots at all, or are you sitting it out?
Oh, they're way too expensive for me. Sadly, for me there are two kinds of third-party products: those that I don't want and those that I can't afford. So, So,
do you have third-party products?
No, I love them. I do. I really. There's so many that I want, but they're just out of my price range. I can't justify spending $100 or more for one figure.
Have you ever gone in on one of the smaller ones?
I got the upgrade kits at least for from Fans Project, Colossus and the Superion, but yeah.
All right.
So anything above 100 is not as many price range.
Well, I think he's saying that it's not the price range. It's the quantity. You get one figure for $100. He has a hard time selling it to himself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I mean it's it's not easy. I can tell you like I make a point. As I advise anybody who's listening that's getting into collecting or getting into third party or whatever, like I make a point to have like a separate situation, funds for this aspect of my collection, and that bitch is taking a beating recently. A beating, but so it's not easy. It's not.
Yeah,
easy.
if I was going into and getting some of any of the third-party Dinobots, it wouldn't be this one. I've seen other that are better, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm a big fan of Sludge, but this doesn't really do him justice.
Nope.
Other companies have done better.
I agree.
This makes me so happy to be holding the Columpia right here. So.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I got. I'm not in that set boat. I'm not crazy about my Columpia. He's all right. I mean, he's sitting. I'm looking right at him. He's literally right in front of me. But
I actually have a friend of mine here in Sweden. I visited him and looked at his collection and he does have Columpia, and it's fantastic looking.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
I was really, really jealous of him.
That's for sure.
So, what happened to Mechaform? Anybody know?
I don't know. I guess Impossible Toys has quit again.
I mean, dang, this is hiatus out of nowhere.
But before people start writing in and telling me it's not the same company, just stop typing. Yes, you.
No
stop typing.
Jetfire, no Dinobots, no nothing.
I don't know that they're the same company. I just think it's funny that they make a similar shit product.
It's too late. They've already written in when we were talking about Alpha Trion.
It's cold outside. There's snow in Ohio. Put your mittens on and just stop typing.
Oh, me.
Oh, my.
Oh, nicely done. That was not rehearsed. It's just natural chemistry.
Right.
Okay. Play with this too. Desolate. Here's another thing, Rick. Rick, I'd love to have you back on the show. I really enjoyed talking to you. You're actually, I know you're probably not listening, but if you were listening, you were probably my favorite interview that we've ever had.
Yeah.
That being said, you got to work on these names, Mac, because I don't know what the fuck any of these things are called. Like everything is 8 syllables with fucking 10,000 vowels in it. God bless. If this was on Wheel of Fortune, everybody loses. But their new Desolator, but it's spelled like a dinosaur bit at the end.
Definitely.
There's no tour. It's tar.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
It has to be
Repro.
Deso. I think it could be Desolatar. I don't know. Desolatar. Yep.
What are your guys' thoughts on this?
Ah,
I know. It
It's
hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly looks
want-
like a robot that's inside a shell. So
It's a damn pretender.
know.
So, I mean, come on.
I mean, I want.
You can't tell me it's not a pretender.
Well, yeah, I know,
It's
obviously,
not
but
a pretender. I can tell you that. It's not a fucking pretender. It's a solid figure with a drone robot. It's not a pretender. It's supposed to look like a damn pretender.
I
appreciate that. Like,
Yeah.
I finally found a bludgeon of my very own that I could love. I went through 4 of those Revenge of the Fallen bludgeons, and I did everything I could to him. And then I got the Repro-Labels, and I got that Perfect Effect set. Shit, I just missed some syllables there. I got the Perfect Effect set, and I love him. And I've been trying to find some of the other pretenders in some form, like Skullgrin and whatnot, and I just can't find them. And like looking at these, like I like the way they look, but how much do you think they're going to be?
Yeah,
$80.
know. You see, that's the
$80
thing.
Yeah.
For $80, I shouldn't have to fucking break out the decoder ring and check out the back of the cereal box and find out what head, what arms, what fucking, tell me. Call it fucking Skullgrin Ator.
Cole smile, cranium smile.
Exactly. Or call it fucking 8 hits or some shit like that, so I fucking know what to get,
Yeah.
It's head bash.
I'm not I'm a little let down by the robot.
Yeah.
Like, this is our first time seeing the robot, I think. Is that right?
yeah,
Like, close,
sure.
like,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of let down. I'm kind of like, okay, all right, this is the direction we're going. But it makes a point to put on there. Look, this is a work in progress. It's it does make a point to put that right over the middle of it in purple letters, big fucking bold blocky purple letters. So maybe I am, prejudging it unfairly. But I'm not overly impressed.
I mean, even in the pictures, you don't even see any elbow joints or anything. So
Right.
just to add that in there. So,
I have to say I'm not in the same boat as you, Bobby. The only thing that I say, or that I kind of echo here, is the first comment on this page by, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, but Mr. Top Commenter says, the only real problem I have is not being able to hide the drone head. Just spinning it around would be enough. Because like when it's in its little vehicle-y type mode, that head is still sticking up. Looks like a bad Hasbro toy, if you ask me. But like I'm actually okay with this thing. Like I don't need something super articulated, especially considering it's a, like a target master essentially is what it's going to end up being. So I'm okay with that. I would like to, but the other side of that is the actual, like pretender robot has to be pretty awesome. Like it has to be a really cool posable figure for me to really care about these. Like,
wait, so this is not the pretender robot?
Well, this is like the robot that's inside the shell, basically.
Well, isn't that the
What I'm saying is, I want the actual shell to be a really articulated looking thing, and then this pretender robot is like, hey, he kind of transforms, does this, and he's the target master for the actual pretender shell, and then I'm in on it. Like I think that's interesting. Like I like Bludgeon's shell way more than I like his inside robot. So
yeah.
I like Skullgrin's shell way more than his inside robot. Same goes with all the Decepticon pretenders. I prefer the shell. I don't think there's any Decepticon pretender that the inner robot is more recognizable than the shell, right?
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
So make an awesome shell, and then make just like a neat, nod to the robot that is usually inside the shell, and I'm happy.
I gotta be honest. I'm with you on the shell. Like, and I do think the shells look great as they're shaping up. It looks like they're going to be, like along the lines of like a I'm not going to go so far as to say Figuarts or something like that, but it looks like they're going to be like kind of where NECA is right now.
Okay.
Is it NECA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I've heard it both ways. They say,
Oh, yeah,
Is it Repro-Labels or is it Repro-Labels?
both ways.
But I kind of feel like it's going to be more along kind of where they are, or maybe where they were 5 years ago. But which is cool, which is awesome, and I'll still be in on that. But like, I don't even know how this thing is going to be packaged. Like, do you have to buy the head, the pretender body, the pretender head, the pretender body, and the robot all separate, or do you put in for the head, and then later on you buy the body and the bot together?
From the other interviews that I've heard, is that there's gonna be multiple things. Like, there's gonna be a set that's just heads to go on whatever you want, but they are gonna be making full figures, and these little Target Master things are essentially like, your G.I. Joe comes with guns and backpacks and stuff. This is the guns and backpack type accessory for the 3 3/4 figure that is the shell,
And the shell is 3 3/4.
I don't think so. I think it's taller than that. But I'm just saying,
Oh God! I was I think they're like 6 inches.
I think so. I think they're supposed to be with your 6-inch figures because they have 5mm pegs and stuff that they're trying to work with.
But I did almost fucking freak out there for a second.
No, sorry. I was just trying to use a useful analogy.
And shit. I got you. But yeah, I'm I would have rather them. I would rather this not be an accessory and be like an additional toy you could have bought. Greg, are you in that boat? I kind of feel like you're in that boat.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay. No, I got you. I don't know. I mean,
it could happen as a separate accessory too. I mean, the way they've been touting it, like there seems to be a lot of variations on the types of releases they're actually going to be doing. So it's still kind of too early, I think, to weigh in either way because we don't know what their business model actually is going to be like.
Right.
But as far as I heard, this is supposed to be like accessory to go with the essentially the shell part. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're talking about, I'm sorry, I was just having it out with somebody. Like, it came out of nowhere and I had to fucking say my mind. With a former employee relations person. Sorry. Were you talking about the little bot to go with the pretender?
I was saying, would you have rather? Okay, you put in for the Kickstarter, and then you get the head, and then that helps pay for them to design and create the bodies, and then you can buy the body later, and then make an entirely separate release of the robots. You could have like it's 3 separate purchases that make 2 separate pieces, but they're both like neither one is really a accessory to another, as they are independent toys that you can then use in concert, if you will, to create your pretender.
The robots are just like clipping onto the back or some shit, right? That's what we saw at TFCon.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna buy a pretender, I mean, seriously, pretenders is the stupidest fucking gimmick. It could have been good, and it could still be good if like somebody would do it right. But you're not buying these to have the robot to hide inside. You're buying these to have the representation of that shell character. Because the only reason that I would care about pretenders would be from the comic or from Master Force.
Right.
I get my fucking nonsense Japanese series all mixed up together. I had to remember which one had the cowboys, which one had the Indians, and which one had the fucking soul power.
Soul power.
So like they were only shown. They weren't really shown as robots. They were shown as monsters or as humans or whatever.
Right.
And I wouldn't buy this for fucking Clouder and fucking whatever the Autobot characters were. I want this for my fucking Octopunch and my fucking Skullgrin and my fucking what was his name? Submarauder and
I'm mixing up you're in the same boat that Justin is in.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm buying these for the shells. I'm buying these to have like a representation of the.
I guess I'm the odd one out then.
The comic. I don't care about the little fucking robot. Those robots sucked. The pretender fucking robots.
Yeah, they
sucked.
They did. They did.
You fucking lay them out straight and fold their arms behind them. and fucking put a gun on him, and it's like, oh, look, it's a fucking jet. Or you take the same fucking thing, put the guns underneath, it's like it's a boat.
And he has wheels on his legs, so he's a car.
Right.
Exactly. Jack of all trades.
No, I hear you. That's just it's not the way I gotta be honest. It's not the pretender I want.
Hey, Holson.
Yep.
Do you have any Dream pretenders?
Yeah, I have two. I have Submarauder and Blood, whatever it's called in English. Sorry, English. In the American. The bat. What's the bat's name in?
What is the bat's name?
Oh, Mind Wipe.
Yeah.
No, not Mind Wipe.
Oh, Rat Bat.
No, not Rat Bat.
No, the Pretender. The Pretender.
The Pretender one, man.
I know. I can't think of it either.
Yeah, but I got Blood anyway.
Dracula.
Yeah, that's it.
It's Bomb Burst, isn't it?
Bomb Burst, yeah.
Yeah, Bomb.
Yeah.
So I got those two.
Said Dracula.
I kind of want Skullgrin also to have that team complete, but I'm just interested to see where this project will go, because we haven't really seen any Pretender third party stuff before. So I'm more excited as seeing what we get out of this. The final, just observing rather than buying it.
Yeah, it is kind of like they with even though they're showing everything, it is still kind of there's a level of mystery to this thing still, which is cool. Cool.
Well, we've only seen, mostly pictures and stuff.
Exactly.
Like the first thing that's
CAD.
A CAD rendering, but that doesn't tell me a darn thing about what I should expect from the 6-inch figure. So, we'll see. I was listening to another podcast that they were interviewing him, and he had mentioned that octopus with the 5mm pegs, and I just don't think that's going to work out as they kind of anticipate with a figure of that scale. But we'll see.
All right, so let's move on to Hasbro news. It's unfortunate because Matt's not here, and there is a fair amount of Hasbro news. But let's see what we got. We got Takara's Homie Lost Age Stinger. So if you're really into Age of Extinction and you don't have enough, now's the time.
Should be Lost Age Cliff Jumper, because this is not Stinger. The only thing Stinger about is the fact that his robot mode, is a red Bumblebee, which is all Stinger was. But that car was not a red Camaro, and this is as lazy to me as repainting the Audi and calling it Dino. Like, it's just actually not the same character.
Justin, can I correct you? I'm sorry. I don't like to do that. I don't like to who people that much. The only thing Stinger about this is you're going to get it in the mail, realize you paid $35 for it. That's the fucking Stinger.
Yeah.
Right, you're fucking asshole.
No, I mean, it's you're not wrong. So
sorry, that was a bad joke, but I had
has
to.
Anybody asked if Matt is in on this?
Oh, of course. No, this is Takara, not Hasbro.
Right.
The shame
That's their party as far as he's concerned.
The shame of this is like, honestly, like, okay, so the paint apps on this version of Bumblebee, like the yellow one, suck. And I look at this one, like, it kind of looks pretty cool. And I kind of, I didn't hate the robot mode, and I don't hate the alt mode, but I'm just not paying a premium for something like this. Like, there's too many other things in my life that cost the same amount of money as a Stinger that's not really Stinger.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, but that's about as far as my interest in it goes. So.
Actually, I gotta be honest with you. I'm not even gonna give you the looks cool part.
Well, that's probably a product of my being a fan of GM and stuff like that. So I do like how it looks, and it's a cool paint job. But,
I think he's the last. This movie bad guy.
Come on, Antoine, that rubber band on your wrist. I need you to snap it.
Snap. I mean, I'm not getting it. I'm just saying. Hey.
No. I need you to snap the rubber band right so you stop stuttering all over yourself.
Oh yeah. Well.
But yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. I agree with you. Overall, I agree with you. robots.
You know,
Oh, go ahead, Olsen.
I like the way it look, and I would rather have this one than another Bumblebee. But as you guys said, I'm not importing a thing like this for that price.
No.
I wish this was part of the regular Hasbro release.
I'm really kind of surprised it's not. You know, like I can't believe that. This is such an obvious repaint and it never came out, but it's.
I mean, Hasbro loves repainting Bumblebees. Now that we finally get one worth owning, nope. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's just I got to be honest. Like, I'm getting worried about seeing any of the other movie ones come to stores because it feels like they would have came with the DVD release. You know, like it feels like that's when they would have pushed them.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen them anywhere. Anything.
That's because AOE did so bad in terms of toy sales. Like, and the fault is Hasbro. It's like to put out. How many people picked up the strafe, that like power punching strafe? You know, thinking it was the deluxe. Like, it was so poorly marketed and too much just crap on the shelf. Like, I think that it was honestly almost impossible to find any real deluxes in any of my stores because everything that was there was those stupid gimmick ones that never sold. So, you know, like, and I think that really put off any retailer from buying more of it because, you know, they don't know the difference between the power punch or whatever. It was clearly in the spot for deluxes, and they were there. And so they just said, well, you know, these Hasbro toys aren't selling. We're not buying anymore.
Yep.
So
not in the Voyager ones or something even. Not that much.
Yeah, everywhere I go, I see the Lockdown, the Grimlock.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go. Mm-hmm. I've yet to see a Sludge.
I've seen once.
I've seen them once too. Yeah.
You know, I'm looking to get it for my daughter, and I've yet to see it. So, and I agree with you that it was the most piss poor. Like, the shelves were just flooded with it, and like anytime there's a whole lot of something, I feel like it kind of turns people off.
Yeah.
Like, people just look at it like, oh, you know, like especially like parents, you know what I mean, that don't, you know, that are just there looking for gifts for their kids or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think they look at it and just say, oh, well, there's so many of these. People must not like them. And
that's also the other thing is like you have to make it simple for parents too. Like, you know, like you are an exception. You're educated in what's being released, all that stuff. But like, you know, parent who's out there who doesn't get anything, and then, you know, they pick up seemingly, you know, I don't know, strafe for their kid, and it's not the one that they wanted or something like that. You know. Yep. Then they're like, well, I'm not gonna get any of them if I can't figure out which one's the one that he wants me to get. Then screw it. I'm not picking it up. And this has definitely been the case this time. Like, it's just poor marketing decisions. I can't see how Hasbro can post any profits with AOE. To be honest. So.
And they're stomping chomp Grimlock is still sitting on the show since the day like.
Yeah, I mean, all that shit is on the fucking shelves, man. The fucking things riding the goddamn dinosaurs that are like $3 or $5 or whatever that like are like in the half size packages. They're sitting on the shelves. The fucking gimmick ones are on the shelves. Mm-hmm. The regular deluxe waves are on the shelves. I got fucking Armada Starscream. Every time I turn around, I see an Armada Starscream. You know, like in the like nothing's moving.
After I got the whatever convention it was, SDCC Dinobots, the G1 style ones. Yeah. I wanted to pick up whatever the red one was. I can't remember his name because everybody says he's kind of like one of the cooler ones.
Scorn.
Yeah. So I wanted to pick up Scorn. Could not find deluxes anywhere. Just all gimmick stuff filling up the shelf. You know, like I went to 3 or 4 stores, could never find a Scorn. Still don't have a Scorn. Don't care anymore, you know.
Yeah.
And honestly, if Amazon pushes back this Sludge anymore, I don't think I care about him much anymore either. And I have all the damn G1 colored versions. This is the last one I need, and I don't care anymore. So.
And oh god, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
So. Is it better to have a whole show full of unsold toys or Bumblebees?
I think Bumblebeast, because at least it indicates to people to not buy so much of the wave that has Bumblebee. But when you have just shelves full of everything that was released in the first wave of AoE, like, that's real bad. That is, that says that you are not putting out a viable product that, I should buy into, even with non-AoE. Like, how long do you think it's going to take till, this next topic we're going to talk about gets shelf space? Like, who's going to want to buy more stuff when they can't get rid of the old stuff? So,
I was at a local toy store, and they had this was just when AoE stuff started to hit the shelves, and they had all that gimmick shit, and they have had a bunch of
my man said gimmick shit.
Yeah, but
Gotta love it.
Yeah, and the other thing they had was leftover Prime stuff, like Beast Hunters, and there were Vehicons and Arachnid stuff.
Right.
Yuck.
And the Arachnid figures starting to sell better than the new Age of Extinction. Just think about that.
Yeah.
It's actually funny you said that, because I was at my the store like a block up the street from me. It's called Meijer. It's a Midwestern chain. It's like Amish Walmart. And I saw the guy the other day like restocking the shelves, like at the cart of putbacks from like returns and stuff. And like he was like at the Transformers section. I'm like, all right, what you got? What you putting back? And it was like Legends Prime Cliffjumper, Legends Prime Soundwave, and it was all these like first wave Legends Prime figures. It was a Voyager Prime Starscream and a bunch of deluxes. And I'm just sitting there like, oh man, fucking dude thought he had a gold mine. Like, bought all those motherfuckers up and put them on eBay, and not a damn one of them sold. And he's
absolutely.
like, I'm gonna wait until fucking the price goes back up, and I'm gonna return them. Wait till they go off clearance, and I'm gonna return them.
Yep.
So like, if anybody needs any Prime shit, it's all out of my Meijer. It's the first place I ever found that shit, and the last place I ever found it. Full circle.
So
right along with fucking like 20 fucking Generations Roadbusters, they're just sitting there looking like a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to say it, but anyway, sorry. Hell Hasbro.
It's speaking of which, we got really rough views of the RID line that's coming.
I don't understand this. So
go ahead, go for it. I'm not gonna stand in the way. I'm not gonna stand in the way of passion.
Well, no. Okay, so why? Like, okay, so this is the only thing here that I don't know if we've seen before is Bumblebee. Everything else, they're like, yeah, it's sort of revealed. I'm like, yeah, you had clear pictures of Grimlock the other day, and now he's suddenly all blurry. And then, whatever the police chick is, we had that. Everything else we've seen, and then the only other things that they show is like, hey, and I don't know if anybody else notices this, but one of them is it looks like a retool of the Crockout version of Knockout.
Yeah.
Picture 12. Picture 11, is that animated Snarl again? Coming back?
It says that the comments, too, if you follow the link.
And then the previous one is totally animated Swoop. I know that Swoop anywhere. So like, none of these are new reveals.
And the last three.
I hate to say it.
Please,
I hate to do it. But it's Mrs. Police Person.
Okay.
I'd rather be one to correct you than somebody in the comments. I'm just saying.
You gotta be that guy.
That's awesome.
So is this what was his name? What was the name of the backloader that just came out with the 2 target masters? Scoop. So
what's funny is the last episode that Oscar was on, I called him Scoops, and Oscar started laughing. He just said Scoops.
So is this new one? Is this gonna be Scrapper? I mean, are we seeing this as a Decepticon repaint? Like,
well, which size is it?
Well, it's not going to be any bigger than it is already. It's just deluxe. So. Well,
that's what I meant.
I mean, Scout. It's not even new deluxes or Scout, right? So.
If it leads into something I think we're going to talk about later. If they're going to do that set, that we're going to talk about next, I don't think they'd fucking repaint Scoop
Really?
and Scrapper.
You don't think so? You don't
Well,
think?
no,
they
I
would
take
do
that back
that?
actually, because Scrapper's the one that was missing from the set, right?
Yeah.
If
Yep.
they do it the way they
Yep.
should do it.
Yep.
So I don't know. Never mind. Let me correct myself on the fly before Justin fucking tears me a new one.
Well, I just am going back to every other bad business decision they make. You know, like they shot themselves. Like AOE is perfect example again. They shot their deluxe sales in the foot by making the shitty gimmick thing. So
well, and the Amazon fucking packs too.
Yeah, there's just no reason to think that they're not gonna make this a Constructicon to try to make a buck off the mold. And shoot
shit! Fuck.
Again.
Oh, I just got possessed by Matt. I'm so sorry. It's cold in here. Hell, Hasbro. I'm wearing my pants. What the fuck? What's going on? What's going on?
The only thing I'm not sure if we've seen before is this blue, I want to say Baja truck, but it kind of looks like a shoe. Like, I don't know.
Is that Cup?
I have no idea what it's supposed to be. I can tell you where it's supposed to go. The garbage can, but, you know.
You said I just jumped the Cup. I just assumed Cup.
Yeah, the only thing in here, this whole reveals that, again, we've seen before, the waste management truck. Shout out to Oscar there. I need some Oscar in my life. So, what can you do?
Mm-hmm.
Enough of my rage. Somebody else, please.
You know, I'm actually kind of excited for that ugly thing that's called Fix It. I mean,
two wheels that looks like Scooter from GoBots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the one thing that I think I'm vaguely interested in.
Yeah, it looks like a reject from Beast Machines or something.
The battle sparkers, what do you call it?
Yeah.
The drones.
Yep.
And then you got that animated swoop there.
Yep.
That's yeah. I mean, that's at least
So they're taking new stuff and old stuff and mixes together, like.
It's like universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like they said that we have a Grimlock coming. We need other Dinobots to go with them. What Dinobots are people gonna hopefully forget that we've made? Oh,
So what? They made like 13 new molds and add like 13 old molds to the new mold. Oh gosh. Yes.
Meanwhile, now let me play Matt here for a second. He's gonna say, "Well, no, the kids when they were animated was out got these toys," and you know what? Shut up, because they don't. And the fact that they're not gonna be in the fiction means that most of these kids are probably not gonna want this. So guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna clog up the shelf, and if like wave 2 of these toys is actually something interesting, you're never gonna see it, or wave 3 or 4. I mean, that's just how it is.
And if you do say it's probably by ordering online.
Yeah, that's the only way you can get any toys you want anymore.
So. Yeah.
Hell, bro.
Yeah,
sorry.
Sales is killing the toy industry. That's what it boils down to.
So they need to cut back on gimmicks then.
They need to cut back on crappy releases and poor business decisions.
Well, I noticed today, all the shelf warmers around me, because I reconsidered and like I've seen some good things about their brainstorm. If I see one, I'll pick it up and check it out and sell it the next day. And I was out looking, and like all the shit like I see warming the shelves now is the shit that people were like freaking out for the last 3 months, like Skybite and Roadbuster, and the shit they're like never gonna see it, gotta buy it now, and they were paying like $40 shipped online for it. And that's even Big Bad Toy Store. You pay fucking $29 whatever for it plus shipping. Paying almost $40 for it, and like that shit's sitting in like clearance now.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's clogging the shelf. So then like I'm not going to see Brainstorm until after fucking, whenever fucking 6 months from now, because nobody's gonna order. Like even my Walmart. Like where the Age of Extinction shit, like they moved it on this separate little island, kind of like Bobby does. Like there's this island in the middle of the walkway, and it's just Age of Extinction like clearance. without calling it clearance. They've actually moved that shit somewhere else, and on that island they have Generations Voyagers.
Yep.
They have Roadbuster, Skybite, Whirl, all the shit that like people never gonna find it at the store. Gotta buy it now. Pre-order it right now on, Ace or not Ace. Fuck, that's a real store. Acme's ToyStore.com, $59.99 plus shipping. Gotta have it now. And it's $15 right now, and no one's buying it. And that's what's killing toys. And it's not anyone's fault but fucking Hasbro's. It's nobody's fault but fucking Hasbro's.
Yeah.
I mean, I have nowhere to go with that. I just wanted to rant. Like, I don't have any solutions. I'm sorry. I guess I'm part of the problem, but fucking.
And basically, the days of actually going out and hunting is pretty much over.
Yeah, if somebody fucking, I don't know. It's so infuriating. It's like, I want to buy good toys, but you can't buy good toys now because unless you're buying third party or a very select few officials, you're buying these fucking hollowed out cheap figures they make because they can't sell toys. But they can't sell toys because they're all hitting clearance. And they're all hitting clearance because they can't fucking properly distribute and ship toys to where they actually move, because the people that are actually buying the toys are buying them on fucking line months in advance for a double, triple inflated fucking price, because the company that can't sell toys because they're not selling toys.
You're not wrong in that the fact that like hunting for something is dead. Like when I look at it, I wanted RC and Chromia. Now I could be going to my Walmart every couple days to see if they get it in, or Toys R Us or whatever. But what's the point? Like, with the price of gas and stuff, I might as well just pay, BBTS the extra like $4 to get both of them, than just finding them at retail. I guess like the total price is what, $8 to $10 more than if I was lucky enough to find them at Walmart. Like, well, cost of my time and the gas and everything like that is more than worth $10 to me. So screw it, I'm just gonna do it and not bother hunting. So yeah, and then it's gonna, propagate the problem locally that if they do release, there's no fiction to them. Our kids gonna want them. Who knows? So then what? Things don't sell and less Transformers get purchased by your big box stores. So,
hey, Holson, are you having problems over there with the toy industry too?
Yeah, it's the prices are insane. We are paying like $35-40 for a deluxe, and
wow.
that they just don't sell. I mean, when Darker the Moon hits toy stores, they bought in large quantities, and it just didn't sell because they're too expensive. And then they bought a bunch of Creo stuff that was also overpriced. So now they're selling it all marked down, and they're not really getting anything new either. So I'm pretty much giving up buying new stuff in toy stores. I'm buying old stuff, eBay, stuff like that. Cybertron shit and G1. I can't be bothered with new things because they don't show up.
Hello?
Yeah. Welcome back, Bobby. I have no idea how you can afford to be a collector where you are, Holden. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I see it like this way. I don't buy new stuff. I buy old stuff.
Yep.
5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. Because I can't afford collecting the new things.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. If I wait a couple of years, I can buy a big collection for the same price as I would have paid for one at a toy store. So.
Yeah, that's great.
Where are we at? I got, for those listening, my fucking computer is fucked up. Like my laptop, like it shows it's charging and it's actually not. So it's like surprise when it fucking dies on you. So that's what happened. And then I couldn't even get it to fucking charge again. So I just downloaded it onto my desktop in order to get back on, and the saga continues. So where are we at?
White people problems.
Yeah.
We are moving into the Nemesis Prime box set.
Oh, sweet. My favorite.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
I don't care. I don't care about the original, and I care less about this. If I was going to get this mold, it would have been of the blue and red Prime. I didn't care enough about it to get that one, so I definitely won't be getting this one. But it's typical. It's what they do with this. You get every time you get a red Prime, you get a black Prime. It's just the way it goes.
Yeah, I will say that I do dig the Classics Optimus Prime in this deco. Like, wasn't this that exclusive a couple years ago? This particular color scheme somewhere. I feel like I remember that. I know it's not the same as the STCC Shadow whatever Nemesis Prime that they released. It's different colors and that, but I have no need to get this either. Like, it's cool looking, the Classics one, but I just couldn't give a crap about the AOE Prime.
Yeah, it looks cool, but yeah.
I don't have the black Prime obsession. Like, whatever it is in people that's like, man, I can't wait till the black Prime version comes out. Like, that's not me.
Have you seen Robots in Disguise?
I saw the first episode and I said, I'm never watching this.
Yeah, it's very. It was very tough for me to get through that one. I wasn't a big fan of it. That is where most people's Black Optimus love kind of comes from. Is that Scourge character?
Yeah. And most of it come from Armada when it first came out.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like some of the black repaints, and I've got I have the SDCC Nemesis Prime or whatever, and then the Shadow Commander armor, because I'm like, that looks kind of badass, but that's kind of where it ends. Like, I don't feel the need to have every incarnation of a red Prime in a black repaint. Like, if it looks badass, it looks badass. I'm cool with that, but, outside of that, there's no reason for it to me. So.
Yeah. You got the impotent B.
Yeah. I mean, they always do it. It's it's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's because it's an easy way to try to get money out of a mold. So. Sure. And unfortunately, they're probably stuck trying to pay off this shitty Optimus Prime from AOE mold that still sucks, and they probably got a bunch of them in returns for the ones that broke. So, just gotta try to make your $10 back somehow. So.
True. So let's move out of that. Okay, so we're going to talk about this, and then it's going to take us to our discussion for the week, right? So, Combiner Wars Devastator gift set. There's rumors circulating everywhere that we're going to get a Devastator. Here's all the rumors I've heard, and then we can go around and see if anybody's heard anything else. There's going to be a Devastator gift set for Combiner Wars. It's going to be all Voyagers. They're coming in a gift set, and it's top secret, and it's for Christmas, and blah blah blah. That's what I've heard. I've also heard that we are getting a Devastator set from Combiner Wars coming, except Optimus is going to be a redeco into Prowl.
What?
And the 5 Constructicons that go with him are going to be Hasbro has engineered, this is just a rumor, Hasbro has engineered the limbs in a way where you can take the legs from this one, the arms from this one, then the fucking chest from this one, and you can get a second mold out of it. And you do it again, you can get a third, and do it again, you get a fourth. And from that, they've got pretty much all of the G1 combiners planned. And the Devastator would be a gift set for Christmas. And then I heard it might just be a Voyager in some deluxes that we haven't seen yet that are going to be specifically made for Devastator, and that's going to be a gift set, and it's going to scale, the same size as the Menasor and the Superion we've seen. That's what I've heard. Has anyone else heard anything different, and has anyone else heard those?
I've only heard a part about 6 Voyager figures. Okay. But the rest is new to me.
Anybody else?
No, I haven't heard anything.
No.
Greg? All right. So the word is that we might get this. What do people think? What do you think?
I actually don't know. I mean, so supposedly the information's come from someone who's previously been reliable and stuff like that, and reporting things that are in various systems. And okay, whatever, I understand that. I don't know if I trust that this is true, though. I mean, like, they're saying it's like, personal speculation is this is the Metroplex style big ticket item for 2015, but we knew about Metroplex well in advance, so
Yeah.
To keep things this quiet, like, it just seems unreasonable at this point, and with the amount of these Combiner Wars guys that are, deluxe in size, right there, that's what the most of them are deluxe, right?
Correct.
Or is it just Motormaster and Prime are deluxe and limbs are something smaller? I'm not really
sure. The Motormaster and the Prime are supposed to be Voyager,
and then everything else is deluxe, right?
Correct.
So I feel like that is the more reasonable interpretation on what's going to happen.
Right.
I can't see them making a 6-piece Devastator, unique to connection ports and stuff and not work with the rest of what they're doing. So, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is embellished and speculated upon because third parties put out their own Devastators, and everybody wants the Hasbro release. So.
I got cut out. I got cut off as soon as Bobby got back because he's got to be just like me. I don't want to retread any territory. But my thing about this was, if they were smart, Devastator being like the focus of the fucking like not the focus, but like he's got the thumb in the pot, so to speak, or the finger in the pot of like pretty much every fucking story that's going on in that particular book, the RID/Transformers book right now. They'd be stupid not to put him out. We heard that he's coming out from some offhand comment made by that one person at BotCon, and blah, 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 and all this hearsay, whatever, speculation. So you read this thread, and the one person's like, look, I know it's coming out. I can't tell you why. I can't show you why. I'll probably get in trouble, but it's happening. And then later down the line, you see someone going, oh, it leaked already? Yeah, that's definitely happened, but I can't tell you how. And so it's just like a whole line of people going like, yeah, it's happening, but yeah, I don't know, I can't talk about it. So, I mean, it's obviously it's wishful thinking. If I'm wrong, I might sound like a dumbass jumping in here. Like,
no. But like to me, like from the point that you were, I'll be honest with you, I was listening to you, and I felt like you were making a point that is definitely going to happen.
Who, me? Oh, fuck no. No, okay. I it's wishful thinking. I would like it to happen.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, like, you look at the people in this, and like I said, I was cut out for a lot of this conversation, so I don't know if it's been covered. But if you just look at the thread, and this is the TFW thread, right?
Yeah.
The one guy's like, it's happening. I can't tell you why. I saw it, but I can't show you pictures of it. These 2 golden fucking stones fell from the heavens.
Right.
And it's fucking the unpublished word of God. Gotta use my seer stones. And then someone else is like, oh, that shit leaked. Yeah, that's definitely fucking happening. Yeah, I've seen it too, but I can't talk about it. It's like, really? Like, if you know so much, why can't you say anything about it?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, this, how long have I been talking about this?
Right. No, I know. Everybody wants it. I mean, everybody wants it until they see it.
I want to, if they made a Prowl centric Devastator,
they'd have to build it in somehow.
I don't care if it looked like fucking Stickman. I'd still buy it. Just
I bet you
just feel like I got it.
Yeah.
They have to.
Because the stupid shit people are asking for, or actually take that back. All the stupid shit people aren't asking for that they're making, that they're buying. Like, if they made Devastator with Prowl, which I've been asking for what, almost 2 years now, since this shit happened. If they made it, I'd buy it just to support it.
Yeah, I would too.
Could it be possible that the Prowl could end up being like a Legends figure? and not a
Oh,
whole.
and make the head.
It's possible,
Sure.
Yeah.
I
but
don't think so.
you
I don't
know.
think so.
Because I mean, all of them come with legend figures, like guns or a shield, whatever.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Well, I guess if you made it a police car and all it did was transform into a head, no prowl, you know. I guess.
Yeah, but that would suck.
Well, of course it
Yeah.
would, but it's
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
Way
see
to
just
bring
saying.
down the team, Antoine. Way to bring down the team.
Oh, no problem, no problem.
Nice hustle there, buddy. Nice hustle.
Yeah, that would blow.
I
wouldn't put it past them though.
Going back to the
They're
rumor,
like, Bobby guy's got great ideas. This Justin guy, great ideas. That Greg guy, he's all right. Antoine fucking nailed it. Master Devastator.
What were you saying, Justin?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, going back to the rumor, like I don't doubt there's a Devastator coming. I just think that speculating on big ticket prices and all this stuff is just these are the people who refuse to see the goodness of third party and are just really wishful and hoping that Hasbro is going to put out an answer to the third party wins that are already out there.
Right.
So, I mean, I've seen things on Facebook where people are like, yeah, MP10s are this tall and that's the size of whatever this Voyager, which is like the most ridiculous charts I've ever seen. And they're like, yeah, he's going to be huge and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, okay. Let's not get too excited for when this thing comes out and he's made of, 2 Legends for legs and 1 Voyager bot and, 2 of Devastator's robots are missing and Mixmaster is like a pickup truck and,
Right. No, I think you're dead on. Now, my other question is this, just speaking about third party and so on and so forth. Is the third party? I saw Yule say something about this earlier today. It was like the Yule episode, but I saw Yule post something about this today or recently. Do you think that these third party companies are going to hit a wall with this combiner shit? That it's going to come a time where all of the 'cause it seems like every third party company is going to make the entire gambit of G1 combiners.
Sure.
But it's only going to be so long before everyone has a representation of every G1 combiner from this mixed match hodgepodge of different third-party companies.
Yeah, I certainly can tell you this, that, if any other third-party company puts out a Superion, there's a pretty good chance I don't want it. I'm happy with TFC. Sure, you can give your own take and maybe transformations are a little bit better, but is it going to wow me so much more that I'm going to get rid of TFC? I don't know. Probably not. It's the same reason that I don't feel the need to have MMC's Predaking and TFC's Predaking,
Right.
I like certain aspects of both of them, but there's one I have or I like better or started buying into first. So, yeah, and I think you're going to see that, these little companies that are kind of been cropping up, or the smaller companies that have been trying to throw their hands in on combiners, I think they're just gone. It's just going to be left with the, how many do we have? How many can you consider? Big 3 at this point, like Warbitron, TFC, and MMC?
Yeah.
Maybe 4, I guess. You can throw Make Toys in there, but I feel like unless they start upping their scales, people are going to lose interest in that. So, I don't know. I think honestly, I think Unique Toys is being smart. It's Unique Toys who's making Monstructor, right?
Yeah.
No, Unique
Abominus,
Toys making
Abominus.
Abominus.
I mean Abominus, yeah, not Monstructor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I always confuse the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're smart to go on a route that seems less obvious at this point,
Well, it seems less obvious at this point, but I think we were all predicting that we were going to see, Abominus out the ass this year.
We're going to see it. We're going to see all of them, I know we're going to see it. Somebody else is going to put out an Abominus, and,
I think
just like we
TFC
have
one
two,
too.
yeah, we have 2 Computrons, one that's released and one that's coming. I'm sure we're probably going to get somebody else's Bruticus is going to happen at some point. I think it's bad business decisions on their parts, but yeah, I mean, it's going to happen, and I think it's just going to be the big companies are not going to be fazed by it because they have enough other projects going on. And I think, when people talk like third-party bubble bursting, I think that this type of thing is going to be kind of what happens is your little company's just going to go away, and hopefully your bigger companies will survive but make better decisions down the road. So.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really I can't imagine buying another Predaking. Like, I can't fathom that anybody else out there would make another Predaking that I'd be interested in.
Yeah, me neither.
So like in theory, we should still be getting a Predaking from Unique Toys. We should still be getting a Predaking from Fans Project. We should still, or probably just Fans Project or MMC, but not both. And is there anybody else left, really? No. So there's theoretically 2 more Predakings that... Warbitron. Yeah, Warbitron. I mean, like, that's a legitimate... You know, so there should be theoretically 3 more Predakings. And there's already been 3 Predakings, and I don't feel like... I feel like TFC kind of slipped in and managed to like nuzzle their way into the money there. But I feel like Warlord definitely took a loss.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine... I mean, but, those companies do have big followings, with the exception of Unique Toys. But I can't imagine, like... I mean, not Unique Toys. I guess that all of them do have fairly big companies. But I can't imagine them... I can't imagine anyone that has Feral Rex getting another fucking Predaking, is what I'm basically saying.
Yeah, or even Ares.
I just bought the Unique Toys one today.
You what?
No, I'm kidding. I said I just bought the Unique Toys one today.
Yeah, I was going to say no fucking way.
Well, somebody sold their Feral Rex to somebody. So.
Well, I was hoping the plan was you were going to chime in like, "Oh, you bought that one for $220." Well, yep. But you didn't chime in, so it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
The thing is, though, is I feel like a lot of these combiners that we get coming out, there's certain companies that, like, I don't think Warbitron has made a bad move in that they've released Bruticus and they're going to release Computron because if they're out there, they're not necessarily the scale that some people are collecting. Yep. Like, I feel more like this, what you're saying, like, this wall being breached. I think that'll hit if we see someone make, like I said, come out and make a Superion, or if you not Unique Toys, if Warbitron makes a Predaking, like, then I feel like, okay, now we've hit that wall. But right. I feel like while the companies kind of all design things, I feel like at the same hand, like, they're all doing it at exactly the same time. It's not someone who's like, well, now that you've got all this, I'm going to try to give you a reason to get rid of it, because I think like Unique Toys is making Abominus was a smart move. Like, they said, okay, well, Predaking's out, all these other ones are out. What's not been done? What has nobody teased yet? Let's start working on that. And we may see 2 other companies jump on and make Abominus to go with it. I'm sure we will.
And there's a rumor that the fucking Dino King that we saw is not Fans Projects.
What? Wow.
Wait, the Dino King that we saw that was from Fans Project at the third-party panel?
Well, or was it?
Not
or
Fans
was it?
Project?
Or
who is it? Make Toys?
No, listen. There was there's a rumor floating around that I've seen where people are saying, like, it was misinterpreted. Like, it just was aligned back to back, fucked up and confusing. But the prototype was from a totally different company. It just wasn't marketed well in the sense of the reveal. Like, and it happened to come right after the fucking Dino King teaser that we saw in the slide, which is why they showed it in the slide.
So saying that I mean, none of us here got a good look at the prototype that they showed. So
Right.
you're saying like what was shown in the slides was fans project, but what was the physical thing that was there was not
Correct.
necessarily fans project. I could see it.
So, but why would they say that it's the fans project prototype?
Do you remember them saying that?
Yeah,
They did at the panel. Yeah, they said
Okay.
that.
yeah, they did. They most certainly did.
Okay. See, I don't remember it that clearly. And when they started, like when I saw it start to circulate, I was like, "Fuck!" Did they say it?
Yeah, no, they did say that.
Okay.
In the panel, they said that this is the fans project.
Turn off your phones.
Dino King, all that stuff, but it is possible that, I mean, people who run TFCon are human too. I mean, going back a little earlier, you said, fans project and MMC, so, like you meant Make Toys.
Right.
It's entirely possible that TFCon, someone meant something else too, and coming off the heels of talking about fans project Dino King, we got this other thing, and, maybe it is possible that it wasn't fans project, because God knows the picture is impossible to see, and the prototype was even harder to see. And from what I understand, the prototype's different size than, the usual fans project combiner, that it was a bigger toy, so it's possible.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying that that's the case. I'm just saying that I'd heard that.
Right, and I'm not saying I know it either, but, it's certainly a possibility that could happen. So.
I see our comments filling up.
Yeah, I know. I'm so scared to death.
Oh.
I'm scared. Sorry.
Sorry. I'm drowning in nerd knowledge.
I'm drowning.
Oh my god, I need some air. I said no.
Real quick, James, I'm trying to find it. He had James said, what was fun about collecting besides the day the figures showed up was the hunt. Checking out all the different online stores, looking for the best prices or shipping, seeing who would have shipped sooner. I'm not sure how many fans of the show are new to collecting, but maybe a quick tip guide on where and how to look might be cool, or perhaps possibly I could go shit in a hat. So, shout out to James. He's fucking awesome. But, yeah. Let's start with Holston, because Holston's international. Holston, if you were to buy a third-party product, let's say, or like you've bought a couple third-party products, right? Like the upgrade sets, so like what vendor do you use?
I actually went second-hand, so I bought from a fellow collector.
What if you were to buy something new? Would you have a course of action?
I would probably go to Compels Toys.
Okay, because they're based over there, right?
Yeah, they're in the UK, and since I'm in Sweden, I wouldn't have to pay custom as I have to do if I buy from Big Bad Toy Store.
Right.
Or Hobby Link Japan, or whatever.
Right. Yeah, go ahead.
But I would honestly recommend checking out different Facebook groups to see if you can find something there.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that's a smart idea. What about you, Greg from Mercy? You're a wheeler and dealer. What would you recommend for the pre-order game? Let's say. Is that right?
Oh. Damn. Give me a minute. Let me collect.
You never know. So.
Let me collect my thoughts.
All right.
Hold on. No, you threw me off there. Sorry. As far as like where to place pre-orders at?
Yeah, you're a new collector, you're getting started into the game.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I'm sorry. Like every time you ask me something, like, and I don't respond, like somebody's just throwing something at me, like out of the blue, and I got a bunch of fingers in pots right now, and it sucks, but hopefully that'll be over soon. And I hate to say it because like there's some companies that like I really don't want to support because of things that they've done to me in the past or experience, not things they've done to me personally, but experiences I've had, I should say. If you're not sure about it, I mean, if it's really something that you're like, you want to get in on it, but you're not sure, definitely take up some of these places that have non-committal pre-orders, like Big Bad Toy Store, or better yet, Chosen Prime. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you got some retailers that get like bitchy when you cancel your pre-orders, and there are ways around that. But then again, do you want the headache? Like, that's going to turn you off if you're a new person, like just out of the blue.
Yeah.
And then someone gives you shit about canceling your pre-order, and that's going to turn you off.
Right. I agree.
I mean, I think pretty soon here we're going to get into some shout-outs, and I think we're gonna list a couple of pretty decent places to make some pre-orders. So
I agree.
That's all I'm going to say. I really have nothing. I mean, I wheel and deal, like you said. I mean, I get stuff from who I can get the best deals from. So
what about you, Justin?
That's my opinion.
Well, I think I echo Greg's statements on anything third party. If you're gonna go masterpiece, as a US based buyer, I find it's always faster to get the toy and cheaper to try to go through a alternative, a reputable source that deals out of Japan, like HLJ or
which is HobbyLink, which to those listening is HobbyLink Japan.
Right. And I can't remember who I got Wheeljack from, but I think Anime Export. I think it was. Yeah. No, I didn't get it from Ami, but it was Anime Export, and the price with EMS shipping was still like $10 cheaper than getting it from TF stores or BBTS. So I got it faster, and I got it at a price slightly lower. So if you can find it in a reputable place, be careful, because there's certainly places out there that are going to take your money and you'll never see your toy.
That's a whole... I'm sorry, Justin, I'm not trying to cut you off. I'm trying to time in right when you're done. Sorry.
No, go for it, please.
No, I was just going to say, that actually adds a whole new aspect. I didn't even think about that. Like, if you're dealing with Japan and, overseas, you got to read the fine print. Because there's a few of these places that will take your pre-order and they're super cheap. And they're no returns no matter what. Or, if there's an issue, you have to pay, this and a fee and all this shit. And, I know it sounds ridiculous. But, once you pay through their site, if you... And some of these places don't take PayPal. You pay through their site. So it's you're not protected by PayPal. So if it says in the fine print, you can't return it, no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's messed up or not. And if you do have to send it back, you have to pay this plus this fee and all this stuff. I mean, you're fucked. You're stuck. There's nothing you can do. You can dispute it through your bank, but how far is that going to go? And yeah, like Justin said, there's some places that you just won't get your shit. That's happened to me twice, and it's taken me a couple months. And who the fuck is building a goddamn fucking engine over there?
It's Bobby because of his computer problems.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, it sounds like a fucking 9 Inch Nails album over there, but that would make sense. But yeah, there's some places that will straight rip you off. There's a few bogus sites out there. So if you're dealing overseas, yeah, you can use Ami or Anime Export, but those sites sell out super quick too.
Yeah.
So sometimes people don't have an option but to go with your domestic sites.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And honestly, when it comes to things like Masterpiece and stuff I will always put the pre-order in on, your American-based site first. Especially something like Big Bad Toy Store, like Wheeljack. I had pre-order on both. Whatever it was, Anime Export and BBTS. I'm if Anime Export says we're not getting this, or we can't fulfill the order, I don't want to miss out.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got that shipping notice, all right, cool, cancel from BBTS. That's one of the perks of, certain places out there that will let you hassle-free cancel.
Yeah, I got 2 of my Dotson brothers from Anime Export, actually, and I paid about $30 cheaper than I did from, I can't remember, I think it was Dub K I got it from.
Yeah.
I got my Prowl from.
It almost puts them in the same price as the knockoffs that people seem to rave about,
Exactly. So. Don't fucking wait for the knockoff, jump on the fucking official one. But, you're busy and all. But, Oh shit! I was gonna say something and I couldn't get it out. Oh, like there's some figures though. Like I mean, you try to get on those early birds, and you got people that are on it. So like, you know, I mean, even if it's the same day, like you see that all the time. Like they're like Masterpiece Ultra Magnus is up on Anime Export, all of a sudden sold out.
Oh yeah, yeah. You have to be quick.
So, and if you're a new person that's not used to, you know, dealing with online sites or whatnot, like, you know, you might not be one of the lucky ones. So you might have no choice but to go. And then so that leads into what I said earlier. Like if you're gonna have to go domestic and you're gonna go with one of the big companies, like make sure you're dealing with someone that like if something better comes along, you have that option.
I would like to add, like I agree with what everybody said, including Olsen. Like if you're a new collector, and you know, and you want some of the older stuff, you know, definitely hit those groups, you know, on Facebook because there's deals to be had there, and the sellers aren't paying eBay fees and PayPal fees and all that kind of shit, so they're willing to help you out. And
well, let me add a little bit of caution there, and not to dissuade anybody from joining some of the better trade groups and stuff out there, but be careful how much you think PayPal protects you, even if you're not sending as a gift, because I have had dealings with people that you know, based on what PayPal says it's supposed to be, you know, protecting your investment and all this crap, and they just don't want to hear it. Like I had remember the Justed Toys World's Smallest Dinobots?
yeah,
I ordered got a set of them from somebody, you know, didn't give them my money as a gift because obviously if I don't really know you or you don't have any type of reputable trader thing, like I'm not gonna, you know, just give you my money. So what ended up coming was some crappy like fake emerald bracelet type thing.
wow.
And yeah, there was a shipping number involved, and so I contacted PayPal, and they're like, "Well, you got an item, right?" I'm like, "Yep, not the item." They're like, "Well, you know, we only protect that they sent you something." I'm like, "But they didn't send you what I paid for." And they're like, "Well, you got something." And I'm like, "That is the shittiest customer service." It's just, you know, something to be aware of. Like PayPal, you know,
How
doesn't
long ago was this?
necessarily. This was like a year or so, or 2 years ago, I guess now, maybe 3. But yeah, they don't protect you as much as you actually think they do. So even when you're using groups, do exercise caution too. There's great groups out there with, you know, people out there looking out for you. So take advantage of those resources.
And on top of that, I'd also recommend that unless you know the person, like unless you really, really know the person, I don't mean you've been chatting with them online for a bit. I mean, you know them. Just pay the fucking PayPal fee and get the little bit of insurance on it. You know, it's not fucking worth saving the fucking $3. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I always do it, and it actually it you know, never had an issue until one time, and then I had an issue. The guy robbed me blind, didn't send anything, robbed a whole bunch of people, saw his name getting mentioned by everybody, like, where's my shit? And I called PayPal, and my money was back in 5 days.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. PayPal will protect you if they don't send you anything.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying is that if that case does happen, at least you paid that fee.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's just not worth it not to pay the fee. You know, it's not worth saving that $3 or whatever. It's just
exactly. Like I would rather pay you. $20 shipped. Okay, here's $23 shipped, so I don't have to send a gift.
Exactly. Exactly. So that works great. And then for start your collection, my only advice is this: spread your money around. Nobody sponsors Shattered Cast, so we don't have any real loyalty to anyone as far as vendors go. All of our loyalty is based on our personal preference with dealing with these companies. So my advice is to spread your money around. And the reason why I say that is because if you're into third party and Masterpiece, you're fucking dealing with a lot of money. Therefore, you're going to be sensitive about your customer service because you're going to feel like you deserve better. And you probably do. But if you spread your money around, the chances of you having a whole bunch of negative interactions with one company and then turning you off to that company when it may have just been a singular thing, you know, or you don't have to deal with, you know, the fact of calling, like, I spend thousands of dollars with you, good sir. You know, because you're spreading your money around a little bit, so you're not going to feel as entitled. And I don't mean that in a negative context, the entitlement bit. Like, I do feel like you should be taken care of as a customer when you're spending that kind of money. I'm just saying.
Are we speaking from personal experience?
Yeah,
I mean we as in like, not just you, like we as in like.
I think that we've all kind of probably had that experience. I mean, I've had it with both TF Source and BBTS.
Yep.
Where I have felt like they have fucking not appreciated my business the way, I mean, like, you know, I run a little small operation. I mean, we're talking about the most that anybody ever spends with me on one item is, you know, under $100. So I would take care of people spending the $100 with me more than I feel like they have taken care of me at times. And then there's been other times where they've taken great care of me.
Yeah.
But I used to only use TF Source, and now that I use more, I'm more open to from just exclusively TF Source. I don't feel like TF Source owes me as much. I know it might sound crazy, but it's just the way that I feel about it. I'm like, well, you know, they're only getting a portion of my business, so okay, I hear them on this point, and you know, or I disagree with them on this point still, but you know what I mean?
Well, I'm right there with you. It's like when I was at fucking. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You're good. You're good, buddy. You're good.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, I felt the same way, like with Big Bad Toy Store, and then like I had some issues, and so I switched back to exclusively TF Source, and like I racked up a bunch of shit, like during the fucking the dark period, like I guess dark period version 1 of fucking this year, where like all that shit came out at once, like all TF Source, and then like. I'm backing them. I'm like, yeah, it's a good company. People are like, oh, their customer service sucks. I'm like, not with me. Like, I can call them up and blah, 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 blah. And then at TFCon, when we thought those fucking, those grant stickers were fucked up, and nobody really knew at the time. And, like, I went up to them, and I'm like, hey, you know, can we, or am I going to get another sheet? Should I send you an email next week? They're like, for what? Or the guy, he's like, for what? And I'm like, well, to get another sheet. He's like, they're not coming. It's not going to be another sheet. I'm like, so what am I going to do with this? He's like, you can cut them out. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, actually, it kind of is a big deal. Like, it really is.
You know, it's like I say all the time. Like, if you order a $20 pizza and that shit comes fucked up, you're sending it right back without a second thought. But for some reason, dealing with these toy companies, when you're spending hundreds of dollars, you start to feel like you can't ask for things. You know, they make you feel like you don't have the right, and that's just not appropriate, in my opinion.
No, that's true.
Well, I got to say that you know, I typically don't do the spread my money around a whole bunch type thing like you're talking about, and I pretty exclusively do BBTS. And as ridiculous as I feel like the pile of loot, you know, charging me a shipping cost with how much I spent, like I've never had a bad experience when I've had to talk to customer service. So, you know, like maybe that's the part of spreading your money around like I did before and found the company that I most trust. And granted, should I have a problem, they're like, nope, sorry, you're on your own. Like, okay, well,
fair enough.
Then, you know, fine. I see where it is and I'll leave it there and we'll move on to the next place. But, you know, for now, like, I've requested parts to things and say, hey, you know, I'd rather not send back the whole toy. And they go, hey, no problem. We'll just send you the part, you know? Like,
and that's awesome.
Yeah. So I've had nothing but good experiences in my own taste. So
because the thing is, especially with BBTS, which is like the biggest online collector retail, right?
Yeah.
Like, or maybe Entertainment Earth is in the same category, but for the most part, you know, with a company like BBTS, you know, truthfully, it just depends on who picks up the fucking phone. You know, like with TF Source, it's kind of a smaller operation, so you're usually going to talk to the same couple people. But like, you know, with BTS, like it could be any one of many employees.
Well, see, and that's kind of the other point is with all the other employees and you know stuff like that. I've still never had a bad experience, and I've talked to a couple people, the same people, and I've talked to
that's my point.
People.
That is my point.
But no. Let me. You know, like clarify here, like my thing is with BBTS having so much product, like I'm personally surprised they give a crap about the guy who's buying third-party toys. Like, I would think that someone like TF Source would go above and beyond because all they do is sell Transformers. Well, now they've branched out a bit, but, you know, before it was Transformers only. So you think it's in their best interest to appeal to that limited fan base.
I agree with that as
they
well.
had more than even BBTS. And that's what surprised me with my dealings with them and their standoff attitude to, sorry, I can't afford it, or I want to change this or something, and, you know, you give me a problem with it. I couldn't stand that mentality personally.
The no cancellation policy.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, but my life changed, and I had to, you know, change my mind on something, or, you know, I bought in on it on the first pictures, but the more I see, like, those, did those, whatever, the clones ever come out? Like, you know, I had those pre-ordered on BBTS, and then said, ugh, can't stand those ball joints, gone, you know? Like, I don't want to hear crap for saying that, you know, I bought in on it on CAD drawings, and as I see prototypes, it's not shaping up to what I want, and I can't get out of it. So.
Right. No, I hear you. My thing is just that if you have a negative situation with TF Source, there's a good chance you're going to continue to have a negative situation because it's a smaller group of people. Whereas with BBTS, like, you could have always talked to the greatest of people, and I could have got that one asshole at one time.
Oh, of course, right.
You know, so like that's what I was saying. But yeah, I know I absolutely agree with what you're saying as well.
Yeah.
Let's move along because I think we've gone.
Also, are you still awake?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yep.
Awesome. So, do you have something, Holst?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that if you are a new collector, you could consider just focusing on second-hand figures, because there's a lot of old lines that are quite interesting and a lot of fun, and quite frankly much cheaper. You know, I would say that 95% of my collection is from second-hand, and you know.
Yeah,
but then you're probably limited to eBay, or we have a Swedish branch of eBay in Sweden called Tradera, and you are quite well protected, you know, if you're not happy with your purchases there. And, you know, a lot of my stuff comes from there and from forums and Facebook and stuff like that. So.
And, you know, like, to kind of go off with what Holson's saying, like, and it's his way is actually probably one of the better ways, because you don't buy into a figure you don't necessarily know. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for the fact I do this for YouTube and stuff, I don't know if I would pre-order a whole ton of things, you know, like,
yeah, no, I agree.
I would sit back and I'd watch some reviews and pick out the best one, and that's it, you know, like, I wouldn't get stuff and be disappointed on it, you know, like Azalea. I still go back and forth on Azalea, whether I really like it or really can't stand it. And
yeah, I'm with you.
You know, like, I don't know if I wasn't a reviewer if I would have jumped to get Azalea necessarily. So, you know, and anymore, like, pre-orders on a third-party market are worthless, because, like, if you go back to, like, you know, any of the sites and put, like, Fans Project, like, the only thing I can't find are the Headmasters. You know, like, the things that have universally been labeled as, like, awesome, you know, standalone figures. They're the only ones, like Brainstorm and Chrome Dome and Weird Wolf. Those are the only ones that I can't find, aside from the oldest of old things. But everything else, like, yeah, I mean, you can turn around and find everything else. So yeah, pre-orders aren't all that important anymore in the third party game.
I agree.
Yeah.
Real quick, shout out wise, shout out to Fear Corps and the Chosen Prime. Speaking of our dealers, shout out to Dub K Toys as well. Shout out to Kuma Style Reviews, who, yeah, he's done a ton of stuff recently.
He keeps teasing that what the heck?
Utopia. Yeah.
Oh, man, get that out.
He's got some pictures up, though. You can check out the pictures of Utopia at kumastyledesigns.com. What'd you say?
I want a full review. I want to see this.
I do too. Shout out to I Am Ratchet for all your G1 needs. Shout out to third party TF Crashers, run by our buddy Yule, who's got a ton of shout outs tonight and a little bit of a lashing here and there. and to TF Prototype at tfprototype.com. It's tf-prototype.com. Good group of guys over there as well.
Can I get a shout out?
Yeah, real quick, I got to get one more thing in. But go ahead, Antoine. Go ahead, and I'll
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout out my page, Transformers Chat. That's it. What up?
Yeah,
people?
what's the full name of it?
Oh, Transformers Chat, buy and sell, trade. But we're probably gonna change it to records, something.
Okay.
Change it.
Well, be back
Records
next
Depot.
week as a Records Depot. Okay, cool. Also, real quick on Instagram, there's a team of guys on there that are showing us a ton of love, and in return, I want to make sure that we send our appreciation back, and that's Decepticon Click. If you search the hashtag Decepticon Click, you will find these guys. One of these guys in particular has had people were asking about doing trades online with people and all that kind of stuff. One of these individuals in the Decepticon Click on Instagram has had a very negative experience with an online person offering to sell toys. I'm not going to put his name out there, but if you want to find an individual to avoid, search Decepticon Click, the hashtag, and Click is spelled CLIQUE. And I guarantee you will find some posts in reference to this guy because they are pretty upset with him. This guy took them for a ride for hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. So it's definitely a fellow that it sounds like a new collector and I got news for you, and an old collector would want to avoid. So definitely check them out. Also, in closing, be sure to check us out on all the various social medias. We're on YouTube, we're on Podomatic, we're on iTunes, we're on Stitcher, we're on Player FM, we are on Tumblr, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're everywhere. We are everywhere, and we work hard to be everywhere. So come check us out. Follow us where you're not following us, and thanks for listening. And until next time,
you've been shattered.